We are back, tribe. How the devil is it doing, baby? It is Wednesday, and that can only mean one thing. That's right, you and I together as a team, we're gonna get galactically challenged. Today we find ourselves on Navarro facing off against Dr. Aphra. It's nice to see Dr. Aphra every so often, you know? She's criminally underrepresented in this game. And it does pose some interesting challenges for us. So we need to win this battle, and we need to win the battle with a full squad of Resistance units. Now, Resistance has got some pretty good teams, but honestly, if you're not running GL Ray, you just need to restart the battle a couple of times until Aphra doesn't increase your cooldowns. That's the whole secret to this one. We also need to complete the battle after gaining Offence Up 20 times, and we need to win after taking 8 turns in a row. Really not so bad, just using Resistance here. Also, for you wonderful people that have got the episode pass, you are going to be gaining some additional episode points if you happen to have bought that. Still good value, still maintain it. Now, what you will notice is that this one does not have a marquee feat. We have not had a new marquee, and we won't do for about 2 weeks now, okay? So they've just thrown us in an additional feat that we can complete. Brucey bonus. We'll go over all of them. So what are the modifiers? The global modifier is Remnant Power. Whenever we inflict a debuff, we're going to gain a stack of Imperial Rule, and you can't get rid of that, right? Every stack of Imperial Rule is going to increase our offense and our potency by 2%, which is great. Our modifier for the Resistance is Fearless Fortitude. Whenever they resist a detrimental effect from our allies, we're going to gain heal over time for 1 turn. Whenever a Resistance ally gains a buff, we're also going to stack potency, crit chance, crit damage till the end of battle, and gain 10% turn meter. That is actually quite useful in this one. Enemy has hedged bets. Whenever they deal damage to a target enemy, for each buff that enemy has, that ally is going to gain that buff for 3 turns except Taunt. It also doesn't work for translation. Then they're going to dispel all buffs. Basically, they're going to be dispelling our buffs. It's really, really irritating, but it's okay. So let's talk about some teams. Obviously, we're going to go in with Resistance. There are 3 teams that I found works for this. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do a Finn Zori team, all right? So Finn Zori is typically, you go the OG Finn lead, you'll take in the Bag Bros, and you'll take in Zori Bliss. Now, the last one is kind of flexible. You can go with the OG Poe, or you could take someone in like JTR, or you could even take in someone like C-3PO. Any of them should work for you, okay? I quite like C-3PO in this instance. The only thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to manipulate the opening barrage of attacks from Zori so she doesn't use that second special and decreases our cooldowns, okay? So let's go do that. All right, so here we go. Okay, she did a call to assist. If she uses this, just restart. Every time, just back out. There's no point trying to deal with that cooldown increase, okay? So we're going again. She does a basic, and then she does her first special. Both of these things are absolutely fine. We're going to use this first special from Zori Bliss. I want to try and take out BT1 as quickly as possible. See if we land the stun. We did. Great. Next up, I think what I'll do is I'm going to pass the turn meter over here. And then I'm going to see if we can just start absolutely plowing into Aphra and get that confusion on her. Confusion on her is so good, guys. Stops her from being able to gain buffs, which means she will not be able to stealth, which is very, very important. So I'm going to focus in the damage on her, hopefully land some debuffs. Stripping it back here. This is looking real solid right now. Real solid. All right, let's just go all the way in. If you get rid of Aphra nice and early, it's kind of game over, I'll be honest. I'm going to swap the turn meter over to Resistance Hero Poe here. Oh, he's lost all his buffs already. That's great. Okay, let's just try and spread some of this damage. Pass some inspiration. Wonderful. Let's see. I'm going to focus over here. I don't want to eat that. Oh, we were stealthed anyway. We wouldn't have eaten a counterattack. Never mind. Let's just go mass assist on 000 over here. Yeah, we're going to lose that buff. Yeah, we're going to lose that buff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, calm down, mate. All right? There we go. Gotten rid. Now, I don't want the hacked commando droid to take a turn. Even though they've lost Zori, we don't really want them taking any turns. So let's just plow all the way into Santi right now. Just take him out. Okay, so if you can get a nice early defeat on Aphra, it's a super easy battle, guys. Getting translation on her stops her from being able to be stealthed. Take her out. Just make sure you get rid of that BT1 nice and quickly. We can also take the exact same approach using a JTR lead. I'm using C-3PO, BB-8, and R2-D2. Lots of droids means lots of turn meter for us, and I'm taking in Zori Bliss because, well, why not? You could take in any of the Bag Bros, realistically speaking. Just have some fun. Alright, we actually managed to get out ahead of her this time, so I'm just going to stealth people, put that over to BB-8. We're going to do a little bit of wiggle action, and once again, I'm just going to do mass assist over here and hopefully land some confusion. We didn't land it, unfortunately, but that is the way the cookie crumbles. So I'm now just going to strip turn meter back from BT1. Do not like him having stuff. Let's see if we can get some confusion over on Santi. And yeah, I think I'll do a mass assist on BT1. Want to try and get rid of him nice and quick. And then I'm going to call in BB8 over here against Trip Zero. Try and get some debuffs rolling over here. Keep on going with that stealth action. Wonderful. Let's see. I'm going to try, once again, increase the stacks of translation on my characters. Let's see where we can go from here. Let's just try and control the field a little bit. I'm trying to wait for Aphra to come out of that stealth, if we can. If we can get her out of stealth, it does make it a little bit easier so we can take her out, but it's not the end of the world if we can't, all right? So don't worry too much. If all it ends up happening is that we actually just end up killing the whole team before she gets to take turn, that's also absolutely fine. Let's see, triple, triple. Only double over here, so let's gain the last stack of translation on Zori Bliss. Mass assist on Santi. Looks like we're going to be absolutely fine here. Absolutely fine. Yeah. You know, Zori over here, Aphra over here is not really doing much of anything, so let's get rid of those buffs and defeat her. There you go, see, JTR, again, as long as they don't increase your cooldowns at the start, you should be able to roll it out. If you can get that confusion on her nice and early, all the better. Alright, so we're going to go in with an Imperial Trooper team here to gain our offense up. Vias is so good for this, guys. Aggressive Tactician, this unique over here, whenever we defeat an enemy team, all of our Imperial Trooper allies are going to gain offense up for 2 turns. So if we defeat 5 enemies, we're all gaining, you know, 20 instances of offense up. It's great. It's great, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I'm taking in Scout Trooper over here for the Dispel. Piet for the extra damage, Dark Trooper for the damage, Range Trooper for the extra assists. Top team. So all we need is not this. As long as there's no increase from Aphra, we should be absolutely fine. Great, so Piet's just going to place that mark over there on Dark Trooper, and then we need to dispel all the buffs. So I'm going to use this call to assist. I'm going to call on Piet. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Then we'll do a mass assist on BT1. Probably shouldn't even do that on BT1, to be honest. I actually think IG-88 is the squishier unit, but now that I've plowed damage into BT1, I might as well just try and finish him off. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Just finish off that BT1. If we can get him down before the enemy takes a turn, we're going to be absolutely fine. So I'm just going to do the punch, punch, booyah. There's our first instance of offense up. We've also gained additional turn meter, help us to roll the enemy team now. So just need to get rid of this IG-88. Wonderful, IG-88 is gone. Now, how are we looking for turn meter? We're doing okay, but I'm still going to pass everybody some turn meter just to overflow. Going to focus in on 000 because 000 has the most turn meter right now. So if we can get rid of 000 before he takes a turn, we should be absolutely golden. There we go, no 000 now. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm going to call an assist on Piet over here. Piet is then going to basic, and that's going to call in our Dark Trooper. This is all about trying to pass turn meter to the team. You can see these two have got stagger. That's from Scout Trooper over there. So I'm going to do the AoE here. It's going to pop the staggers, bring everybody back a little bit. Wonderful. We did eat a counterattack, though. That does kind of suck, because it has stunned a very important unit of ours. Let's get rid of those buffs. Let's see. We'll have to do a mass assist over here, because we do need to get Dark Trooper back in business. Alright, start working on Santi then. Just a basic over here. We have lost a stack of our Dark Troopers. I can't remember what the stacks are called there. So that is going to make him deal less damage. But I'm hoping that we can just power through over here. So let's see how we get on. There we go. We got rid of Santi there. Wonderful. I'm going to gain those stacks back right now. And we should be okay at this point. Because we do have quite a lot of turn meter. A lot of stacks of Emperor's Trap built up, increasing our offense and all that sort of good business. Looks like that is that. And that is everything there, guys. We defeated 6 enemies. You know, 6 enemies, 5 instances. That's 30 instances of offense up. No problem. Now, if you do not have a Piet team or you can't get that to work, but you do happen to have JML, that's just as easy. Alright, so JML, you'll just need Shakti. Shakti on her basic passes offense up to all allies that don't have it. Super, super easy. Throw in your best Jedi then, I guess. I mean, I'll throw in Gas and Luke, and then we could throw in someone like Jedi Knight Cal Kestis or even Ezra Bridger. All of it works. All of it works. So let's just go in. They're obviously going to start, as long as they don't use the thingamabob. Great, they didn't use the thingamabob. So I'm going to actually just increase her cooldowns turn 1 and call in Shakti. Booyah, you see everybody's gained Offence Up. Isn't that magical? It is magical. I'm going to then start calling in Luke to assist just to get that AoE stun off. Wonderful. Then we're going to do some turn meter swapping. I think I'll pass it back over to Shakti over here just so that we can gain some more Offence Up. And then I'll just do this first special over here and Efflux. And just call in Shakti all the time for the Offence Up. Wonderful. Call in Shakti. Why not? Shakti can just do a basic. It doesn't duplicate, unfortunately, so the enemy does have to have lost their Offence Up for it to actually count. But that shouldn't be too difficult for us to manage. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do this. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And a basic. In fact, I could just put it on auto at this point, but it probably wouldn't get the Offence Up. Alright, so AoEs, Aphra has gone, and we'll just put this on full auto at this point, and we should be absolutely fine. 2 teams, Offence Up, successfully done. We've done the we've done the 2 resistance teams. You can also use GL Ray, obviously. Don't feel like I need to show you that. And that should about cover it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged with me, your bald boy Scribe. Make sure you do like the video before you leave and leave me a comment down below saying which teams you used. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.